Right, guys, welcome back to day 42 of the ICT Games Daily Dollop of Maths. Keeping the math skills bubbling over what we can't be in school for year 1 and year 2. Thanks for coming back. Let's have a look. Today we do have a printout if you want it. I'll put the link in the little information box underneath this video. You don't actually need to have it, but it's useful if you can have it. It's a place to make a bar chart and some times table facts, and I'll explain what that's about in a bit. Okay, here we go. Let's start. Today we're going to do a review of what we've been doing before as usual, but also we're going to be looking in more detail at learning our times tables. Our 2, 5 and 10 times tables are the things we need to know in year 2. In year 1 you just need to start getting the idea of how multiplication, timesing something works. So we're going to work on the 2 times table today. So year 2, we need to get really confident about this by the end of the summer. Okay, so here we go. So counting in 2. So here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Joining, guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. One more time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You say it on your own? Well done, fantastic. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. Open your eyes. What number's missing? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Well done, fantastic. Close your eyes again. Open your eyes again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Well done, fantastic. Okay, now let's go and have a look at... Now, we've had a look at this before. I'm going to make something. I'm going to make a multiplication sentence. 2 times, multiply and times, it's the same thing. 2 times 5, I'm going to make that. Let's have a look. 2 times 5. Now, here we go. What happens with 2 times 5 is what we've got 2, and how many times have we got it? How many times are we going to have it? We're going to have it 5 times. So that's time number 1, time number 2, time number 3, time number 4, and time number 5. And then it's just like adding. It's like 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, add 2, which is why being able to count in 2s is so super helpful. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 times 5 is 10. Let's try another one. Oh, actually, before I go any further, let me just show you something else as well. So 2 times 5 is 10. But what else do you know? Now, year 2s right now, you should be very quickly thinking of something else. What else do you know? If I turn this around, if 2 times 5 is 10, I've still got the same number of spots here. Let's count them in 5s. 5, 10. Hang on a minute. 2 times 5 is 10, and 5 times 2 is still 10. That's the commutative law, that if you swap the numbers around with a multiplication fact, it's still the same. You still get the same answer. Okay, let's try another one. So we're sticking to our 2 times table. 2 times 8. 2 times 8. So let's have a look. So we've got 2. And how many times are we having 2? We're having 2 8 times. Time number 1, time number 2, time number 3, time number 4, time number 5, time number 6, time number 7, time number 8. Okay, so now if we don't know the answer to 2 times 8, we can count them in 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. The other thing you can do is get 8 fingers out. Get 8 fingers out for me now. 5 and 3. 8 fingers out. And touch your nose. And as you touch your nose, count in 2s. Touch your nose with each finger and thumb. So all 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I was using my fingers to help me count the right number of 2s. Okay, so what else do you know? Come on, year 2s, what else do you know? If 2 times 8 is 2, If I turn it around, am I going to lose any spots? Are any of them going to go away? No, they're all still there. 8 times 2 is also... what did I say it was? Did I say it was 16? I hope I did. 8 times 2 is also 16. Let's just count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 2 times 8 is 16. And 8 times 2 is 16. How come? Because it's the commutative law. Okay, let's try another one. Oops, sorry, just put it back. Let's try 2 times 4. So 2 times 4. 2, how many times? 4 times. Time number 1, time number 2, time number 3, time number 4. Does anybody remember what this was called, by the way, when you lay it out like this? It's called an O... Yeah, an array. Well done. Good job, guys. Right, let's count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 2 times 4 is 8. Equals 8. Now, if I turn that around, what else do you know, year twos? What else do you know? 4 times 2. That's hopefully is 8 as well. That's time number 1, time number 2. Let's count them in twos. I don't know my 4. I don't know how to count in 4s yet. It's in year 2, so I'm going to count in twos. 2, 4, 6, 8. We've still got 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 2 is also 8. Okay. So now here we come to the printing out bit. There is nothing quite like testing yourself on times tables to help you call something back from your memory. Every time you call a fact back from your memory, it thickens the nerves that connect you connect you to that memory of what that fact is. So every time you think of 2 times 4 and you have to think of the answer, your brain thickens the nerves that get there, and that nerve gets faster the thicker it is. So the more you practice with times tables, the faster you know the facts. And the only way to get faster really is to keep testing yourself and practicing. So what we're going to do, let me just see if I can zoom out a little bit. The printout looks like this. Now, year ones, this is going to look really... I mean, year ones, you might not want to do this. See how you feel. Definitely year twos. The printout looks like this. It goes up the side 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 23. And it says on here, number of correct answers. And then down here is, well, I've put the... Oh dear, I've put the date that I wrote this. Oh dear, which is... sorry, you do this you might do this on the 10th, so you could change that. And it says a graph to show how many times table facts I correctly answered in 2 minutes. We're going to be drawing on here in a bit a bar to show how many correct answers, how many correct 2 times table facts you got in our time. So let me show you how this works. First of all, if you Google the words Google dice, this comes up. Google makes a set of dice. It probably will come up like that. Now we don't want that's a 6-sided dice. We don't want that one. We want the 12-sided dice. So I'm going to click on the 12 here, and I don't want this 6-sided dice, this cube. So I'm going to click on it, and it goes away. Now, to roll this dice, I just press the roll, and it rolls and shows me the number. Press roll again, shows me a number up to 12. Roll again, shows me a number up to 12. I might get the same one again. Okay, now the reason I've got that up is because not everyone's got a 12-sided dice at home. If you have, then you don't need this. But if you haven't got a 12-sided dice at home, this will help you out there. So you'll have that on your tablet or on your laptop or computer, whatever you're watching this on. Okay, so you'll leave that up, and then you need a way to time 2 minutes. So you might ask an adult to time you for 2 minutes, or there's a game on ICT Games that you can set to 2 minutes, and once it starts, the little birds fly and land on the telephone line slowly over 2 minutes, and then eventually they all go flying off the washing line because there's too many on there. You need a way to time yourself for 2 minutes, so you're going to need the dice, a 12-sided dice, or use Google Dice and get this one up. You need a way to time yourself for 2 minutes. Perhaps an adult will time you. I also like, when we're doing this in class, to play some cheesy music. Like, let's have a look. I like something like The Final Countdown, or Jump, or Eye of the Tiger, or Rocking All Over the World. One of those sort of fun rock songs. I like to listen to that while we're doing it. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you'll have this dice up. You'll start the timer, and let me just stop this timer a minute. To a piece of paper, and you write 2 and then times what you got on your dice. So let's have a look what was on my dice. 2 times 3. So I write 2 times 3 and then I write the answer. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at writing on here. 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, then you go back to your dice, you roll it again. Oh, now I've got 12. So now I write 2 times 12. And I write the answer. Now for that, I think 2 times 10 is 20, plus another 2 2s, that's 24. And then you go back to your dice, you roll the dice again. 9, 2 times 9. 2 times 9 equals 18. Then you go back to your dice, you roll it again. 11, right. 2 times 11 equals 22. Can you see I'm doing as many of those as I can, and it's okay if I get the same one. If I get 2 times 11 again, I can just write 2 times 11 equals 22. It still counts, it's still a correct answer. Then when the 2 minutes is up, you must stop. If you look on your printout, the answers to all of the 2 times table facts are here. You mark your work then, so you check the answers on here, and you go back and you could tick if you wanted to all the ones that are correct. You can check on your list. 2 times 11. 2 times 11 is 22. And I've got 2 times 11 again. And then I say I got 5 right. I got 5 right. I go back to my bar chart that I printed out, this one, and I start at the bottom and I draw a line up to, how many did I get right? I got 5 right, didn't I? Up to there, and then I draw a line across to there. I need a ruler, and then I draw a line up to there, and then as neatly as I can, choose a colour and I colour that in. Okay, and then tomorrow or maybe next week I do the same thing again, and I'll end up with another bar here, and it'll be just a touch bigger. Just fill that one in quickly, and then a couple of days later I'll do it again, and I'll end up with another bar, and then so I leave a gap in between the bars. So what I'd like you to do is start this and then put it on your fridge and come back to it again another day, so that you can see how you improve over time, how much faster you get at remembering your 2 times table. Okay, so the trick is, sorry, I feel like I've explained this really badly, which is why I'm going back to it. Go to Google, type in Google Dice, get a 12-sided dice up, and for 2 minutes practice by rolling the dice and writing out your 2 times table, the facts for the 2 times table, 2 times 11 for example. Afterwards go and mark it, mark your answers, and then record your answers, how many you got right on this bar chart here, and then stick that on the fridge, and you can see over time how well you do. And I'll mention, if you want to, I'll mention this again for you to keep doing another day because it's such good practice. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at something else you can practice your 2 times table on. Times tables here on Funky Mummy. I'm going to do 2 times tables. 2 times 0. Which one of those? Oh, 2 times 0. It's got to be 0. Two times 1. 2 times 1. 2. Right, turn to your partner. 2 times 2 is... Yeah, 4. Well done. He's funky. Funky mother. 2 times 10. Turn to your partner. 2 times 10. Yes, well done. 20. Okay. Also, if you've got a tablet, you can try tables tennis on the website. Okay. In tables tennis, you choose the 2 times table. This is not going to be suitable for year ones, just suitable for the people who feel they're really comfy with their 2 times table. This is like if you feel like that it's all, you know it so well. So this is for the year 2s who are really comfy with their 2 times table, not for year ones. Choose 2, press go. One person sits here. One person sits here. 2 times 5, that's 10. 2 times 8, oh, 16. 2 times 2, oh, 4. Can you see you're playing table tennis? 2 times 12, 24. 2 times 6, oh, bad luck. So that's for the year 2s who feel super comfy with their 2 times table and they think that's a bit too easy for them. That'll suit you just fine. Okay, let's finish with yesterday's new game. Okay, Deadly Doors. Watch out, it's quite loud at the end. Okay, we're going to do the 3-minute version.
This ship will self-destruct in T-3 minutes.
Okay, you could have a pencil in front of you. You could turn the pencil round while I turn the thing round, the little dial round on the screen. Okay. Perhaps have your pencil pointing towards your screen right now. Okay. A whole turn clockwise. Which way is clockwise? This way. And a whole turn is all the way around. Let's check. A whole turn anti-clockwise. Which way? Show me that one. Show me that one. Yeah, anti-clockwise is this way. And it's all the way around a whole turn. A quarter turn clockwise. Which way is clockwise?
This ship will
yeah, this way.
self-destruct
And a quarter turn is like that, like a circle cut into 4. A whole turn anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise is this way, and you go all the way around. Half a turn anti-clockwise. Show me with your pencil. Half a turn anti-clockwise. That's right. Half the way around. And it's going this way against the clock. Again, half a turn anti-clockwise. Half the way around. That's it. 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise is this way. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 turn anti-clockwise.
This ship will self-destruct in T-1 minutes.
A whole turn clockwise, all the way around, the same way that the clock goes, clockwise. 3/4 turn anti-clockwise. This way's anti-clockwise. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. A right angle turn clockwise. Clockwise is this way, and a right angle, that year 2s, that's really up your end. That's a right angle, just like a quarter. Oh, we did it! Look, 20 seconds to go.
Self-destruct deactivated. Thank goodness.
Right, okay. Right, well done, guys, for your day today. You've got the times table bar chart thing to do if you haven't done it already, and you've got your treat today is you have a garden hose, but what nobody knows is a garden hose has lemonade in it in your one, so you get lemonade from your garden hose, but nobody knows. Okay, guys, have a super day. Don't really do that. It doesn't really. Have a super day. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.